Hey guys, today I will be doing something a little different. It's gonna be a little bit more experimentation, not as much game dev. I have been working on some other projects, that's why I haven't posted that often, and also I've been moving. But today I will be cracking back on it, and I will be starting with procedural generation on a 2D plane. So let's get started. The first thing I did to start on this project was just open up Unity and create a new project. And I made this project a 2D project, that way I only have to worry about two axes, X and Y. Now after loading up the Unity editor, I started on making a diamond shape, that way whenever the entire map is set out, it looks a lot more 3D, it gives it a little bit more depth. After doing that, I figured out the dimensions of the diamond, and this diamond I also figured out how much I need to offset it, that way I can make kind of like a map. After doing this, I started on a script that allows me to make a square. This way I can take this square and rotate it to 45 degrees and then easily manipulate it to do random things. So by random things, I mean I want to offset each and every square and like control the length of each line that I create. So let's start on that. Now the first thing I do is create the front side, so the left side of the square, and that works out pretty easily because I can just then randomize the length of the number of squares that we are instantiating. That's what we are trying to randomize, which is pretty easy. Just take a random number using the random function in Unity and then add it to the for loop. Next, I need to randomize the first and last line. What I mean is if it's the first line or the last line, I want you to instantiate new squares on the left side or on the right side. This is also pretty easy. It just requires a little bit of ingenuity. All you have to do is check if it's the first line or the last line. Obviously, common sense. Next thing I need to do is, gosh darn it, I might have broken it. And I have no idea what this script does, so we might have to just scrap this and do it all over again. Yeah, this is not going as planned. Let's just write this again. And now I finally finished the script. It works, it's amazing, and yeah, so good. But now we gotta do the next thing, which is creating rivers, because at the moment everything looks super bland. And you know what? Rivers will add just a little bit of extra spice that we need to the procedural generation. So for the river, to make the river, I decided to implement a version of the search algorithm, which is one of the most common and easiest algorithms to implement for AI in the computer science community. But it's actually one of the most efficient and quickest ways to get there. The only thing is, my search algorithm is going to work a little bit differently. So if I can find a marker, found them. So, as I was saying, the search algorithm, it basically works like this, what I implemented. You take a bunch of squares, square 1, square 2, Okay, I hope you can see those. Now, each square, I have a table of basically 3 by 4, so 12. Now, obviously in the algorithm, or the algorithm that I've implemented to make my map is random, but I have implemented a list that keeps track of all the squares that are around the edge. So what this algorithm does is, from that list, it takes a random square. I just input a random value and it takes a random square. So say I take this corner one right here. This is the random value 1. This is the one I choose first. This is my starting square, and then say it's this one. This is my ending square. Now it also has a third thing, which is the current position. And then what it does is, it starting at the start position, this is the current position first, it instantiates a blue diamond, so river, then goes up one if it goes up by the y offset if it's higher, and then it goes to the right by the x offset if it's to the right, and then it instantiates another square, and then it keeps doing that until it gets to this position, and then it just stops. So that way I can create a river really easily and super simple. Now the only trouble with this is that I don't really have a super good computer at the moment, so I can only run the script with the river thing, even though it's like 10 lines, twice before my computer just stops running Unity. And because of that, I was able to get footage, but it wasn't like the most interesting river creations. Again, this is all random. And also I have some things that we could improve it, but because I can't continuously test it, I didn't bother to. So here's the generation script for the river, just interesting because I thought you guys might want to see it and just have a look. Well, now that has been really fun to create. I hope you guys liked it. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, please do like and subscribe. Hit the bell button if you want to see more. And please leave a comment so I get that algorithm juice. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.